Hi friends, I hope that everybody's doing well. Before we get into the reading, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. I'm seeing something that you look excited about. This looks like it's connected with some sort of partnership. And there's also a moment of taking a second to like think about this or even take a step back from this. You may be having a little bit of a break from something, or maybe you even feel like you need a moment to recharge. Pisces, we're starting with the moon. This can be a focus on subconscious energy. Oh, okay. This has not happened yet, and this person would not have indicated this, but I'm seeing somebody come through to send you a message. But right now this is hidden. Yeah, somebody's going to be reaching out to you. For some of you, it's a Capricorn. Not for everybody. You may have had a sticky situation with this person in the past. Maybe something complicated, we can call it. Yeah. This person is thinking about being with you. They may have done something that for some of you, they said something that may not have been sitting well with you. For some of you also, you may be in a relationship and this person may actually see that and be coming through to say something about it. They feel separated from you. And they may even be in a place where they're recognizing maybe their part in you guys being separated from one another. But I'm seeing a few different energies that are coming through. And I don't want this to get like so intricate and complicated because we're moving with 3 different storylines. So let's just see how this unfolds and we'll get more into the detail of it. For some of you, it's complicated because you've had like multiple cycles with this person. For some of you, 3 different cycles with this person. Okay, you may have a feeling that this person is going to come through. For some of you, they are apologizing to you about what they said, about what they did, about how they acted. There's a sense of this person feeling regret, even if it's more subconscious. They may not have told you this. This may have been something that they kind of hid from you, hid their feelings, but they feel a sense of regret because you guys are not together right now. I want to know why this 5 of Swords is here, though. They may have been trying to, like, deal with this in their own way. Yeah, they feel sad about the way that things went between the 2 of you, about like the outcome of your relationship or lack thereof. Because I'm seeing that this person does think of you as being like a match, so to speak. The 2 of you as a match. However, because of this person holding you at a distance and not being vulnerable with you, it kind of like planted the seeds for there to be a separation. And I'm seeing them too want to come through and be like, this is how I'm feeling, and I feel very sad and I feel very regretful about the way that things turned out, and I'm wondering if maybe we can like redo things here. Because somebody's seeing like the conclusion of what happened within your relationship and wanting to kind of dig that up and replant new seeds, metaphorically speaking, to like manifest an alternative ending essentially, or storyline with you, is what I'm seeing here. This person does not like the way that things were left. They don't feel good about it. And there's definitely a sense of this person having regrets about that, for sure. You would be hearing that when they send you the message. This would be part of the message about them not feeling good about where things had left, or them feeling regretful, or like feeling sad about this and feeling like this isn't right how we left things. For some reason, I'm not necessarily seeing this person be on your radar. So I don't know if it's just like you don't get the heads up, well, until now, that this person is going to be reaching out, or if like you're not really in their business anymore, or just like you weren't expecting it. But I'm not seeing it. We don't start with the Tower, so it's not like a whole surprise that this person is reaching out, but for some reason this is hidden right now. And so maybe it's just that there hasn't been an indication that this would be happening, but it's not necessarily completely out of the realm of possibility for you. There was just no indication of this, that this would be happening, again, until now. You guys may be on a break, or you're separated from one another. You want to think about what you would be committing to, what you would be signing up for if you decide to remanifest with this person, because for some of you, this person is still not in a place, even though they're getting vulnerable enough to say like, hey, I regret this, or hey, I don't like where we left things. This person may pick and choose when they want to be vulnerable with you. And so in general, there may be a lack of intimacy that you feel with this person. This person still feels very separate. Like this person is very like closed off still when it comes to them being seen within relationships, and them being unwilling to be vulnerable unless it's in a controlled environment. And maybe even unless they want something too. Which, like, this person may not be doing it on purpose, but it may have a somewhat manipulative effect, because if they want something from you, they know that if they're vulnerable, that them sending you an emotionally vulnerable message, really like showing you how they feel, that would hook you in potentially. It's just something that you want to be mindful of, because like this may be a situation where if they feel like they're going to get something from it, they will be vulnerable. However, when it comes to just like connecting to connect, where they may not be like rewarded or get something that they want, this person may stay closed off. You would have also seen when you were with them that this person may like get a bit paranoid, or really think the worst, or like not really like trust you, even if you didn't give them a reason not to trust you. Like they may be like suspicious and stuff like that of what you're doing, even if like all the proof they have is of you being loyal. They may have still been in a space where it took like a lot of convincing, and they still kind of didn't believe you, even though that's all being projected onto you and it's not connected with reality. But this person may like lack insight when it comes to them understanding themselves. Like there's a lack of them accessing their relationship with themselves, and so they may not be aware of when they are projecting onto you. But because they feel that separation with themselves, there is also that separation that they feel with anybody that they attempt to connect with. Because we can only connect with people as deeply as we connect with ourselves, and because this person is closed off from their heart space, which this may be somebody that, like, they're quite critical of themselves. They feel like what they do is not enough. They may come off either as, like, and sometimes even switch, being very, very, like, cocky at times or overconfident, and then go to looking like they have no self-esteem. It may be one side, it may be the other side, it may be both that you see happening. Like, sometimes very, very confident and feeling like, I don't know, saying things in a way where it's like they think that they're better than other people, stuff like that. Like, that may be what they're putting off. And then at other times they may feel like worthless, they would say, but it would kind of oscillate between the two of these. They could have some mental health stuff going on. Yeah. For some of you, they have issues with addiction too. Remember, addiction doesn't just have to be like drugs or substances. It can be many different things. But they may be somebody that you see as having difficulty with moderation. You would also see this as having been effective within your relationship. Like, it may have been a codependent relationship or something that you saw to be unhealthy. What's going to be helpful for you is that if you want to be manifesting something balanced, to go about with that being your intention. Because that's how you are going to manifest the stability, something that's not just going to fall away. But this may be a challenge to you because it may be quite easy to get sucked into the shenanigans of this person. Like, they may be very, very charming and very difficult to kind of set boundaries with, or not get, like, completely sucked into what's going on with them. But you being balanced, meaning you're getting grounded before you're replying to this person. You're speaking from a centered space, emotionally, energetically. The way that you're interacting with this person is something where you feel like it's coming from a sound, centered space. And for some of you too, this is about not taking... You know, when we care for people, when we are, like, empathetic, we can get into a space where we see them do something that then there are consequences that they suffer. And sometimes we can be in a space where we kind of want to, like, fix and caretake, especially starting off with the Pisces energy. Like, Pisces energy, and all of us have Pisces in our charts. Pisces energy can be very much like playing the martyr, where it's like we can save other people from themselves and then we're the ones suffering the consequences. However, I'm seeing you be in a space where you're recognizing, like, even though this person has, like, suffered some sort of consequence that they don't feel settled about, that has to do with your relationship, it's very important that you stay in a... I'm getting, like, medium centered, like a neutral space. Because I'm even just seeing, like, what this person regrets having happened consequence-wise. It seems like that was the fair outcome for this. Meaning, say you needed vulnerability and honesty within a relationship, and this person was not honest and they were not being vulnerable with you, and you feel like you can't have a relationship with somebody unless it has that sense of, like, intimacy and depth to it, then it would be a natural consequence for you guys not to be together, because that's part of your standard. And this person may be coming through trying to, like, renegotiate things with you. However, it's going to be the same thing that unfolds. So it's something that you want to be mindful of, because you want to ask yourself, wherever this was at this start that led to where it led within your relationship with this person, whatever the catalyst of things going south, we can say, within the relationship, if that catalyst has not changed, it's going to be the same story over and over again. So this is what you want to be sure of. Because it seems very much like this was a just ending that happened between the two of you, even if this person doesn't feel good about it. And maybe you don't feel good about it either. Like, I wish that things could have been differently. However, it's going to take two people collaborating and working together and compromising, and also being willing to change things that don't allow the relationship to go further. And so if this person is still unwilling, you're going to end up back in the same spot. So know, again, like what you're signing up for before you commit to something. And be in a space too where you are very sure about like what your values and your standards are as well within your partnerships. Because this person very much may not, they still may not be meeting your standards. So it's something that you want to keep in mind. And I will say this too, sometimes it can feel very much like a wish fulfillment when we have somebody that wouldn't get vulnerable come back and be like, hey, this is me bearing my soul to you, and like now I'm here to get vulnerable and I regret what happened and let's try to be together again. However, make sure that you are not basing your perspective off of what you want, rather what you are really seeing when it comes to this person, because you may be reading into certain things too when this person comes through because you want it to be a certain way. But you have to ask yourself, why did things happen in the way that they did and transpire because of the catalyst, and is that catalyst still active within your dynamic with this person? Because if it is, it's going to be the same karmic cycle again. And that's like what the guides are saying over and over and over again. You have to see if the catalyst for the karmic cycle is still active. Because if it is, it's going to be the same thing. And you want to base this off of action, what you're seeing, the intentions of this person, not just what they're saying to you. Yeah, you want to make sure that this is worth it to you to be engaging in, and also understand how precious your energy is. Yeah. There's potential for you to start a new relationship with this person, but you want to spend time thinking about this if this is really something that you want. I'm looking at the Hermit on the bottom of the deck that came out after the Page of Wands. There is potential for you to start a new chapter with this person, for you to start a relationship with them. It looks like this is what this person wants. However, there is still... You want to be mindful of where this person is energetically. What's interesting is that, like, this person may make a lot of efforts to get together with you, but then when you are kind of like committed to them, like once they have kind of like gotten you, or gotten you to commit, or gotten you to agree to commit, you may feel like they, like it then, at first it's their mission to like get you guys together, and then it may seem like it's their mission to kind of like break you guys apart. Again, this may not be a completely conscious effort on this person's part. It seems very complicated, and it seems like there's a lot of subconscious energy, which can be confusing at times too, because sometimes as well we connect with partners that we see as being like quite intelligent. However, they may have some energetic or emotional blocks, and so it's confusing because it's like, you're so smart. If you can like figure this out and reason that and understand what that person's feeling over there, like why can you not see this for yourself? So yeah, just all of this is meant to not to like scare you or intimidate you or anything, but to have you be mindful of these things that are going on. Because if you are mindful and if you are grounded within reality, the wool is not going to be pulled over your eyes. It's just about being observant and about being present and trusting your gut, because energetically, if something is up, if something is awry, you are going to know because you are connected with yourself. And that's always something you can trust. So yeah, take the time to think about this and think about the seeds that you're planting, and also the intentions of this person. You want to be very, very clear on this person's intentions and what they're trying to have happen between the two of you. Because I'm seeing, like, if you are asking the right questions, all is going to be revealed to you, even if this person doesn't realize. The thing is that, like, I'm not necessarily seeing them try to be deceptive with you. There's just like a lack of them being able to see themselves, and so it may be confusing the way that they come across because there's a lack of them understanding themselves, and so it's going to be hard for you to understand them too at times. Because they may be like inconsistent, like sometimes showing up in one way and then at other times showing up in another way, and you being like, well, what is it? Do you want this? Do you not want this? Kind of because there's like a tug of war going on within them that is like related to like subconscious and also ego energy. Shadow. So I'm looking at Pisces, Gemini, Libra. And I'm looking at Virgo on the bottom of the deck. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for tuning in. Thank you for connecting. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.